Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, thanks for stopping by. My name's Tolu, and on this channel I share content all around personal finance, budgeting, frugal living, and I show you how to live your best life on a budget. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a subject that I love talking about on this channel. No, it's not budgeting. Today I'm going to be talking about frugal living. The word frugal has so many negative connotations, and when people think of frugal, they think, oh, that's cheap, or people that are frugal are cheapskates. And I'm here to tell you that that's not the case at all. Frugal and cheapskate are two different things. Frugal people, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the wiki definition of what frugal is, so that you can understand what the difference is, and you can understand that being frugal is a good thing. It's something that we should all aspire to try and do more and be more in our lives, because it will save us so much more money, and it will really just help us live a life of more abundance. So the dictionary definition of frugal says, sparing or economical as regards money or food. I personally like the Wikipedia definition of frugality. It reads, frugality is the quality of being frugal, sparing, thrifty, prudent or economical in consumption of consumable resources such as food, time or money, and avoiding waste, lavishness or extravagance. So frugal isn't about being a cheapskate. They don't mind spending money if it means that they're getting the most bang for their buck. In today's video, what I really want to do is share 30 habits of frugal people. So if you're considering becoming more frugal, these are some of the things that you can start applying in your life so that you can be more frugal and you can save yourself so much more money. And equally, I think it would be a really good test for any self-proclaimed frugal person, so you can see how many of these things on the list apply to you and how many of those things you're doing already. So if you're doing loads of them, then fantastic, see if you can do some more, and if you're not doing many of them, then see which ones you can start applying to your life so that you can save yourself so much more time, money and resources. So I've got 30 on my list that I'm going to try and get through as quickly as I can, but these are the 30 habits of frugal people. Frugal people know how to practice delayed gratification. If they see something they want, they're prepared to save up in order to get the money to pay for it. Frugal people are very patient. They know how to wait. If there's something that they want to buy, they're not going to buy it straight away at full price. They're going to wait and see if they can get the best price for that product. Frugal people do not waste food. They know how to make that food stretch and get the most bang for their buck. So for example, when it comes to an orange, you might just cut that orange up, eat it and throw away the peels. A frugal person is not going to do that. They're going to take that orange peel and they're going to find uses for it, whether it's as a cleaning aid or whether they put it at the bottom of their bin in order to make the bin smell nicer. They're going to find a use for everything. Frugal people, when they're food shopping, they shop with a list. They don't just go to the store and browse through the aisles and see what they can pick up. No, when they hit the stores, they have a list and they know exactly what they're going to buy, and they leave the store with the items on that list and nothing else. They're very intentional when it comes to their spending, and they're not swayed by marketing messages and all those special offers that you see at the till when you're out shopping. People look at the unit prices when they're shopping and when they're buying food at the stores. So they don't just go by what the store tells them is on special offer. They look at the unit price and see if they're really getting the most value for their money. So if you want to know more about different ways in which you can save money while you're grocery shopping, watch this video here where I share different money saving secrets that stores don't tell you, and you can watch this video as well where I show you different ways in which you can save money on your grocery bills. Frugal people do not pay credit card fees or late payment fees. They make sure that their bills are paid on time so that they're not giving money away unnecessarily to the banks or to any other service provider. Frugal people like to hang out with other frugal people. They like to hang around with like-minded people so that they're not wasting money unnecessarily. Frugal people are not brand loyal. They don't care about brands. They care about getting the most value for their money. That's something I've been applying to my grocery shopping for the past few years, and it saved me a fortune. Before, I used to be the biggest brand snob ever, but now that I'm pursuing this frugal living, I am not loyal to any brand. I'll buy whatever is the best value for money so long as it tastes nice. Frugal people cannot be easily duped by these special offer promotions that stores like to promote, because they know exactly how much things that they buy on a regular basis cost. So they're not going to be fooled by these discounts that are not really that much of a discount. They're going to make sure that they're getting things at the best price. Frugal people do not buy ready-made meals. They like to get the most bang for their buck, and they know that those pre-packaged food and those pre-packaged meals come at a premium price, and they're not prepared to pay that price. So frugal people like to cook their own meals from scratch at home. Frugal people do not buy coffee on a regular basis from places like Starbucks, Costa and Eat. Frugal people like to make their coffee at home. They know that those kind of stores charge a premium price for coffee that doesn't even taste as great as the coffee that you can make yourself at home. Frugal people have coffee makers at home, and they make their coffee themselves and they take it to work in one of these. Frugal people do not just throw things away when they break, they try and fix it first. So if they can find a way to repair an item, they're going to do that first before they throw it away and before they replace it. So if there's a fuse that needs to be changed, they're going to change it themselves. If there's a light bulb that needs to change, they're going to change it themselves. If the battery goes on their car, they're going to change it themselves. Everything that they can fix themselves, they're going to try and fix it. Frugal people love a good DIY project and they're prepared to do it themselves so that they can save themselves some money. If you want to see some of the frugal projects that I've done in my time, here's a few of them that I've made videos on, and you can also watch the playlist which I've linked up here. Frugal people know their why, they're very clear on it, and they stay focused on that goal. Frugal people are not swayed by what everybody else is doing around them because they know their why. They know why they live the way they live. They know the goal in which they're pursuing, and they're content in that. Frugal people know where all their money is going. They have a clear picture of their finances because they budget. Frugal people have a budget in which they stick to and which they maintain on a monthly basis. Frugal people like to buy in bulk when it comes to staple items. So your rice, your pasta, things that they know are non-perishable or going to take a long time to perish, they buy these things in bulk because they know that the unit price works out cheaper. Frugal people have no problem with buying things secondhand and buying things used. They buy it at a fraction of the price in which you've paid because they bought it used. So they get the same value out of the item that you got out of the item, but they paid a fraction of the price. They also don't mind buying pre-loved clothes for the same reason, particularly when you buy designer items. Designer items come at a premium price. Once somebody's taken it to the charity shop, you can now buy that item at a fraction of the price just because that person no longer wants it. Frugal people love to take advantage of free activities. They like to do things that don't cost their money. So they like to go to the park, have picnics, go for long walks, enjoy nature and enjoy time with family and friends without breaking the bank. Frugal people compare the prices to make sure that they're getting the most bang for their buck. They're not just going to go for the first price of an item in which they want. They're going to research and they're going to plan ahead. So they're going to make sure that they're getting that item at the best possible price. Frugal people like to think long term. They like to think of the bigger picture, the bigger goal. They don't allow short-term temporary pleasures to take away from their long-term goals. So they have their big goal and their long-term goal in mind so that they don't waste money unnecessarily. Frugal people do not accept the first price. They like to barter and they like to negotiate to make sure that they're getting the most bang for their buck. Frugal people don't like to go out to eat. They go out to eat on very special occasions, but it's not a regular occurrence in their household. They like to cook their food at home, save their money and put their money towards their future goals. Frugal people know how to live below their means. So they don't spend all the money that they earn. They don't waste their money on unnecessary consumables. They put their money towards their future goals. Frugal people are not wasteful. They make sure they use every drop of every item that they have. So for example, when it comes to toothpaste, a frugal person will not throw that toothpaste away when they finish squeezing it. No. They will cut that toothpaste. They will scrape out all the excess toothpaste in there and they will get at least another 2 or 3 brushes out of that empty tub of toothpaste. Frugal people are very good at upcycling things. So those used cans that you throw away, they will find another use for it. So whether it's using it as containers for their potted plant or whether it's using it to make their own jam jars, they find use for everything. Frugal people do not give in to peer spending. You may be blowing all your cash, but a frugal person is not concerned with what you're doing with your money. They stay focused on their goal. They make sure that they're not led or peer pressured by you into spending their money. Frugal people know when to say no. If it's not in their budget, if they don't have the money and they haven't planned to spend that money, they're not going to do it just because you want them to. Frugal people will say no and they will keep it moving. Frugal people don't pay for services that they don't use. So you're not going to find a frugal person paying for Amazon delivery on a monthly basis when they're not using Amazon enough to get the most value out of that membership. They make sure that whatever they're paying money for, they are using and they are getting the most use out of it. So that gym membership that you're paying for, that you've been paying for the past 6 months and haven't used, a frugal person will not do that. A frugal person would have cancelled that membership, or better yet, a frugal person probably wouldn't even have gym membership. They would exercise at home and they will find ways to work out without having to spend money on gym. Frugal people do not try and keep up with the Joneses, and that's because they know that there's no point in doing this. They understand that by keeping up with the Joneses, you're going to end up spending money that you have no business spending, and it's only going to delay you reaching your financial goals. So these are 30 of the habits of frugal people which I've identified. Let me know what you think of these habits. Do you agree with them? Can you relate to any of them? Do you disagree with any of them? Let me know in the comment section below. It'd be good to hear what you guys thought. So that's literally it for this video, guys. I just wanted to bring to you 30 habits of frugal people that I've identified, a lot of which I'm trying to incorporate into my life at the moment. Listen, if I'm honest, I'm about 30 or 40% of the way there, but I'm getting there. It's a journey, it's a process, and I'm enjoying the process, and my bank balance is definitely enjoying that process too. If you enjoyed this video, then you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so, share this video with your friends and family, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.